Hey guys, it's Max. Today I'm comparing two high quality but low price 4K monitors. Now about 2 years ago, the first 4K monitors that were under $1,000 hit the market. They were great for photo and video editing and other programs that needed a lot of screen real estate space, but they had some major issues. Now first, they were TN panels, meaning the colors weren't as vibrant and the viewing angle sucked, and the other downside was the color accuracy wasn't there. Now fast forward a few years, and now we have a couple great options that currently are around the $500 price mark, maybe a little bit less, that are IPS panels, so the viewing angles are great, the colors are great, and they're 99% color accuracy. Now if you guys want to fast forward and see my choice out of these two monitors, check the first link in the video description. Now if you guys have been watching our videos and you like what we do, make sure to check out our Patreon page where we offer extras for those that support us. Starting off with build quality, both monitors are built well, with the Dell taking the lead. The stand and screen mount is very solid compared to the LG, which has a tendency to wobble back and forth if your desk moves. The LG also has an issue where it could possibly tip over in certain cases, especially if tilted downwards. The Dell, on the other hand, holds its ground. The Dell is also superior in terms of display adjustment. You can adjust the height, pivot, swivel, and tilt where the LG can only adjust tilt. The best part of the Dell stand is that you can actually rotate the monitor 90 degrees, which could be a selling point for some. The Dell also includes a very useful mechanism for removing the stand when need be. The LG stand is screwed in completely. I even had trouble popping the screw cover off because of the glossy plastic. Now let's talk about the design. In my opinion, the LG is both cleaner and sharper looking out of the two. The bezel looks ultra thin, although there is a visible gap between the edge of the pixels and the bezel when you turn the monitor on. The Dell, on the other hand, has a much larger bezel. The front of the LG stand also looks very clean and seems to be a brushed aluminum painted black. The whole rear of the LG is gloss black, including the back of the stand. This looks nice, but attracts dust and fingerprints. The Dell sports matte gray plastic all around with an aluminum looking bezel and stand. The Dell makes it easy to hide your cables with an included port through the stand and a port cover on the back. The LG also has a little plastic loop that clips on the back of the stand, which works surprisingly well at hiding cables. The Dell screen does sit a bit closer to you thanks to the versatile stand, which could be a downside depending on your preferences. The LG is a bit thinner with a bump in the center, where the back of the Dell is flat but convex. The Dell does have buttons visible on the front, while the LG has them hidden. As far as I/O, the Dell is a clear winner, but let's start with the LG. Unlike the Dell, the LG gets HDMI 2.0. In total, the LG gets 2 HDMI ports and 1 DisplayPort. The Dell, on the other hand, gets 1 HDMI, 2 DisplayPorts, one being mini, 1 DisplayPort out for daisy chaining and extra monitor, and 5 USB 3.0 ports. Moving on to the menu system, I like the Dell's better. It has physical buttons and is simple to navigate and use. The LG has a little hidden control knob that makes for a very clean look. It works as the power button and also like a joystick to navigate through the menu. It feels weird when you first start using it, but once you're used to it, it works just fine. I also want to mention that the Dell doesn't use an external power brick, which isn't a huge deal, but it's definitely nice. With our monitors, both monitors had a little bit of back bleed when viewing a pure black screen. To us, the LG looked to have more bleed than the Dell. Luckily, no backlight bleed is noticeable when viewing regular content. Both of the monitors are color accurate in the sRGB color space, which most people use. With my data color display calibrator, both put out a 99% sRGB rating. However, the LG beats out the Dell in NTSC and Adobe RGB color space. I also want to mention that both monitors came with a factory calibration sheet. My personal choice is the Dell. Its I/O is more flexible with lots of options. It would have been nice to have HDMI 2.0, but that's not a big deal because even 4-year-old graphics cards support 4K at 60Hz with DisplayPort, and only the latest graphics cards have HDMI 2, so if you're buying either of these monitors, you'll likely be using DisplayPort. The Dell also has a superior stand, and the menu system is easy to use. If your main concern is gaming, the Dell will do a good job, but you'll likely want to go with the LG for the FreeSync support and other gaming features. If this video was helpful or if you enjoyed it, give me a like on this video. And if you have any questions, you guys can ask in that comment section below. If you want to buy one of these, we have some links in the video description. And if you guys buy through those, it doesn't cost you any extra, but it helps us to make more videos like this one. Now the prices do fluctuate on both of these monitors. So if price is very important, I check out the price of both at the time that you're watching this video, because sometimes one can cost more than another. If you want to see more videos like my review of the GTX 1080 for video editing, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you like what we do, check out our Patreon page and all the extras that we give to our supporters. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.